Welcome one and all to the September layout update. In this update, stuff will happen. Like the stuff in front of you. What I've been working on is the roads, still. I've done quite a bit of sanding for the Walters asphalt street system, and I've gotten most of the seams out. The seams that still are there, I'm actually okay with. I went ahead and airbrushed it. I've also done some airbrushing for the sidewalk and just placed that in, so you can see. And then I made the transition between the Drams water putty and the Walters road system. And as you can see now, it's fairly flawless, fairly streamlined. I've also been working on the road down here. If the camera does pick it up, you'll notice that this color, the color here, is a little bit different than what's over here, and that is what I intended. I don't know, I think you've seen the buildings before, so I think I can pass over those. And then going over there, I've done quite a bit of work with the station. And obviously there's the KFC with the sidewalk installed. And then currently I have all the fire trucks going to at least one of the many wildfires here we have in California. Alright, same place, different focal point or viewpoint. You can see the fire station down there. The buildings are pretty much in place. Obviously I'm going to do some extra work on them. I've painted the sidewalk and done a little quote-unquote weathering. Another thing I've been busy doing is painting the track. So all the sides are railroad tie brown with a couple other brown colors mixed into it. So that actually makes it look a lot better, of course. And then for the road, I've gone ahead and I've made it wider, and then I've also extended it into this Southern Pacific Depot area. The inspiration for this part of the layout actually comes from another YouTuber's I guess layout modules. He's in the UK, his name is Brian Moore, and he has the Quisling sub. I can't pronounce anything to save my life, but I'll put a link to his channel / videos in the description or something. Anyway, I really liked his layout. He does Southern Pacific too, and he has a depot, and I couldn't get over how much I loved the track plan, the scenery, just the module as a whole. So I use that as an inspiration for this part of the layout. And since, I already had the Type 22 depot before I decided to go with this plan, which I don't know if you guys have seen it actually built. Here it is. Using the True Color paints turned out actually really awesome. You do need to get their thinner and thin it, even though they say it can be done straight out of the bottle. That's, I don't know by what specifications that requires. But here it is. I painted the inside blue because you can see inside, and I just didn't want to have it the regular old boring colors. But this kit was a lot of fun to build. The shingles are all individually applied by row, so the rows you put in together. And yeah, I still have some work to do on it. I still need to put in the doors and some windows, and yeah. I might make a blog post about making this kit. It's a very, very fun, pleasant kit to put together. I really like it. So yeah, that's the kit. That'll be the main focal point here. And then for the concrete, that is the material I used for that is styrene. I glued it together and then painted it with Krylon, a rattle can gray, and then I weathered it with, or added more gray colors, whatever you want to call it, using Model Masters Concrete and Age Concrete acrylic paints. And then you can kind of see where it's a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, it's like a little dirty, whatever. So that's what I've done for this. I did not scribe any expansion joints. I just went ahead and used wherever the styrene butted together as an expansion joint, and so far I'm super happy with that. Over here, the nice thing about having it raised, it's raised because it needs to be, per prototype, kind of level with the top of the rail heads. You can kind of see now I have a crossing there. And then I have this styrene here because this is the passenger station, so a train can be here or here. And then obviously pedestrians can cross and whatever. But anyway, so it's raised, or the track here isn't on corks, and that track is on cork. Anyway, it worked out to a height where trucks can actually just back up and load and unload from boxcars, which is super awesome. This track I'm going to go ahead and extend out and just make it a little like team track loading dock. And then for the other track, that we're just going to imagine that there is a structure here. If this was the wall and the wall wasn't over there, if you look in Brian's YouTube videos, I probably would have done some of the structures he did in the background, but for boxcars or whatever. But since that wouldn't make any sense, I can now just use this track to park any cars I want, whether it be box cars, flat cars, pipe cars, you name it. So yeah. And then I put this little Walters, I think it's a speeder shed here. It also, this was pre-painted, pre-assembled. I broke off this little part a long time ago. But it kind of matches the depot over here. So that turned out really awesome. Yeah. That is most of the work I've been doing. I took some extra water putty and filled in over here. And then I also had water putty and kind of made a ramp that goes up to the station from the crossing down into whatever this would be. I did also do some of the concrete back here. This is just with the rattle can so far. So I haven't actually added any of the flat acrylic. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. There will be more coming down the line soon. I just bought some track and some cork, so I'll be finishing hopefully the track work. So yeah, talk to y'all later. Bye.